HEAL stands for Healthy Eating, Active Living. The HEAL grants came out of a Board of County Commissioners' decision to give public health $100,000 a year to engage the community in chronic disease prevention. So in 2010 we began and we engaged with the community to bring forth some ideas of how would they take their populations and their community and encourage people to eat well and live healthy and be active, and with the whole idea that a healthy community then has less disease and less burden of chronic disease.
Whatever it is for you, let it be clear, let it be equal.
My name is Rosie Weiland. I'm the Early Head Start Mental Health Manager. I'm also a yoga teacher and certified to teach children and adults. And I'm based out of this Wichita Center, and we're teaching yoga to the Head Start children here and also bringing in community members. We're really excited. We are using the grant to increase physical activity in our classrooms, and so I am teaching 30-minute yoga classes to our preschoolers in all of the classes at our Wichita Center. I'm also going to be teaching teachers how to use yoga in their classroom and also how to use yoga for themselves. This program will increase physical activity by 30 minutes each week in the classroom to start, and then we're hoping to implement yoga daily into the classrooms after the teachers learn how to teach yoga to the kids.
Great for kids to come, mostly for us adults.
My hope for the teachers today is they feel inspired by the yoga practice, that they feel the connection within their own bodies and start to feel the deep effects of yoga and the benefits, so that they want to practice it for themselves as well as teach it to the kids, because they get a sense today of why yoga is such a powerful practice. And we hope that parents also feel really inspired by the practices, see the effects that it has on their children, to calm their nervous system, to increase their physical activity, maybe to help them sleep or to deal with stress, and so they implement it into their homes. We've been having a lot of fun teaching yoga in the classroom. This grant has given us the ability to really increase physical activity in our Head Start program, and we are beyond thrilled.
A lot of our partners are the school districts, are groups within the rural communities who don't have the kind of access that our urban centers do in terms of both food and activity.
My name is Iva Quinlan. I am the part-time garden coordinator and librarian aide for Molalla River Academy. This is our first jogathon on our new running walking trail. All grades, K through 8th grade, have raised pledges in money so that we can support our field trips that we're going to be taking, and then also a new play space that we're hoping to build. Each class will take a couple laps for probably half an hour's worth of running and raise their pledges on their new running track. So we have, in the spring, we have what's called our track club, and the kids run for about 6 weeks, 2 times a week. And prior to this, they were running on just an old carpool lane with big, oversized rocks and lots of potholes and mud puddles. And so there was just a lot of potential for sprained ankles and muddy shoes. The HEAL grants helped us tremendously. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to carve out the new running track and lay the right type of gravel so that the kids would have a proper running surface to run on. Before the track was built, they never used the whole space. Now they'll go out and run and walk just without even being told to do it, but simply because it's there and it's something that they can achieve, and they can see how many laps they can get done in a recess time. We also are hoping to do several fun runs throughout the fall, spring, and hope to include all of Molalla and Colton. We just want to say thank you so much for the HEAL grant, and the impact that they're making on the community is amazing.
This whole component of your environment and how it affects your health is something that nobody thinks about a lot, but is so relevant and so needed. So the HEAL, Healthy Eating Active Living Grants, is our small way in Clackamas County to engage people in thinking about that.
So we received the HEAL grant from Clackamas County, and how this is being used is so far we've been able to present 25 fall prevention seminars throughout Clackamas County, and also we just started our 4th 8-week Matter of Balance course. And so what our program allows us to do, and what the HEAL grant has allowed us to do, is to go out into communities and provide this education and awareness for free. Most people think that you get older, falls come with age. Well, that's not true. We give you tools for healthy living and successful exercise tips of easy at-home things to do.
My name is Gary Ernst. I'm 75 years old. I joined this class because I'm starting to have in the last year or so problems with my balance. It's taught me to slow down, have a tendency to rush things, and when I rush, well then you have more of a tendency to get your feet tied up and you fall over. So I try not to do that, and the exercises, why they're helping me try and keep these muscles strengthened, and different things to look out for that you don't really think about, you know, your rugs in your house and your markings on your stairs so you can see them, things like this.
I constantly have people come up and tell me that these programs have made a huge difference in their lives, that they're walking better, that they have better balance, they haven't fallen. And to me that is the most rewarding thing.
Well, my name is Joan Nixon and I'm 83 years old though, and I signed up for the balance class simply because I had very poor balance and I knew it. We have a lot of fun, we laugh a lot, and I've met a lot of very nice people.
I hope that they take away a lot. My main thing that I hope that they take away is a positive attitude towards exercise and towards falling itself. We want people to know that falling is not an inevitable part of aging, and that there are lots of simple measures you can take to reduce your risk of falling. So they really come away with a positive attitude towards exercise, following themselves, knowing that they're not alone, and then a sense of community, and knowing that, hey, my neighbor feels the same way, and together we can work together to combat this.
I think the milestones and the success comes when these gardens, these walking paths are sustained, where the communities actually continue to do that after the grant funding is gone.
Hi, I'm Matt Brown, Co-Executive Director and Community Outreach for Food Waves, a nonprofit based in Colton. Our mission is to provide food justice and food access for families that are not getting healthy, fresh, nutritious produce, and training them how to grow their own food at any level, from one small container to homesteading. We have an educational farm in Colton, and we work with schools and we work with the food pantry over here and other organizations, and we're just trying to train people how to grow their own food. There's 3 processes. One, you have to have the ability to put food in something, which is what's behind us. It's like a raised bed or a container. 2, you have to know how to handle the plants. And then 3, you have to be able to eat the plants. The funding from the HEAL grant allowed us to build 1 demonstration garden with 4 6-foot by 4-foot raised beds, and then we built 10 home gardens that were, each home garden had 1 6-foot by 4-foot bed. Paid for everything at the gardens and the homes.
My name is Ashley Waddell, and we are in my family's front yard. I know my parents have been wanting to start a garden, but I think going over to the Food Waves things actually got it started and more of an inspiration to actually do it.
The HEAL grant allowed us to build raised beds as an example of a gardening system. If I was to just take a tiller and go into the ground, I might get 3 or 4 inches of good soil. I wouldn't even say good, just barely decent soil. And then maybe over 5, 6, 7, 10 years, you're gonna have 10, 11 inches of beautiful soil. When you build a raised bed, you immediately get 11 inches of the best soil in the world.
I think the raised bed is a lot better than actually just digging into the yard, because it's something that it's a lot easier to come out and do. And since it's already here, I think it just made it more easier for us to do.
Maybe a family grows this much food this season, and next year they want to replant. All they have to do is add a $1.99 bag of cow manure and a $4.99 bag of compost, blend it in to keep the soil fed. So for $6, $7, they have perfect soil every year.
Before we got the gardens and stuff, we used to eat vegetables like from the store and stuff. And then having vegetables from our own garden, I think it really brought out how fresh they were. So it's brought my family to eat more of the vegetables because it's way better tasting.
The HEAL grant funding has allowed Food Waves to start a demonstration garden, and then from here on out, once we have the garden, we can continue to have classes on our own and just continue to share how to grow food with the people in need of food assistance, and have them do classes about cooking and food preservation. And this is just our launching spot for all of the people. So for 5, 6, 10 years, we're going to be here helping people, and we just needed the starting. So HEAL just got us off and running.
It's really interesting how these things organically just become something that keeps going and going. And that is our motive. Our motive isn't to sustain things with the grants, but to get the community to think this is normal. This is what we should be doing. And the school districts or their parent companies or agencies continue to support them.
Schoolyard Farms is an educational nonprofit farm. Our mission is to teach kids how to grow healthy food that goes from their schoolyard to their plate. We do that by building mini farms on schoolyards and bringing the kids from the school out to the farm once a week during the school year. And then in the summer we host farm-based summer camp. Today we are hosting summer camp right now. We have about 14 kids out this week between the ages of 1st through 6th grade. They come out for a week long, Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 day camp to learn about where food comes from and how to grow it. And they also play games and connect to nature. And they spend the whole day outdoors.
My favorite part of camp is everything. There's nothing better. Everything is so great.
So the HEAL grant that we received actually helped us kickstart our summer camp program. It helped us purchase all of our initial supplies and helped us market the camp and helped us build some infrastructure and things just that we need to help run the camp and get it going.
These look like good strawberries.
Every day at camp, the kids go out into the farm and they harvest produce, and then they make a farm fresh snack that they get to eat.
I never tried a beet before. They taste really good. And I thought it was like a radish by first, but it was actually beet. I never heard about a beet.
It's really exciting to see the kids get excited about fruits and vegetables, and to watch them, harvest beets and eat them. We grate them up and eat them raw and with a salad, and they're really stoked about it, and that's been really cool to watch.
We're changing behavior. If we can change behavior in any way so that long term it affects your health, then we've done our job.